You said something before going on break that I think we need to talk about.
What's that?
One of the things that guys are saying inside of this, I mean, and I'm telling you, man, this was probably one of the best things I've done in my career, hearing from my brothers in my tribe, right? This one was a shocking one. I never really paid attention to it from the ladies' side of things. I focused on it from my side. But the guys were like, yo, are you taking care of yourself? Not taking care of your looks. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you your inner you?
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys feel as if sometimes we're going through issues that have nothing to do with us. We didn't make you feel insecure. We didn't make you do this. We didn't make you do that. We don't make you feel like that. We're dealing with stuff in the past that you have not dealt with.
Yeah.
So I want to just live right there a little bit. How are you ladies, then brothers, how are you ladies taking care of yourself now? How are you all healing? What does that process look like?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of, I just got back from Chicago. I took a 1-day trip.
Wow.
Which, by the way, never did that before.
Right.
But it was needed because I just needed to turn my phone off.
Okay.
I needed to be away from everything.
Yeah.
And, I'm a mom. I have 3 daughters.
3 beautiful daughters.
Thank you. So 14, 8, and 6. And I think we're always so busy in being busy that we get caught up in functioning in dysfunction. And I just needed to step away and just be like, Raquel, this is you. Like, be in present, be there with just you. No distractions, no busyness, no business, no nothing. And sometimes we don't even realize that we're exhausted by carrying other things. And for me, it came out in my health. I realized that I wasn't taking enough vitamins. I was really depleted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was exhausted and I was functioning on coffee, and I realized that when I was drinking 4 cups of coffee and I was still sleepy, something was wrong. Yeah. So, we talk a lot about dating on this thing, but you can't be in the position to date anyone, do anything for anybody, show up to any capacity for anyone if you're not showing up for yourself. Pour into your own cup. Be there for everyone else off of your overflow. And I know, being a mom, hearing that, sometimes it's like, but my babies come first. No, you come first. You can't do anything for your kids if you're dead. You can't do anything for your kids if you're in a hospital bed. You can't do anything literally for anyone if you're not taking care of yourself first. So if I can, just kind of give out a tip to him. Okay, cool. So one of the things that I do...
I disagree. Go ahead.
One of the things that I do, and I coach a lot of my ladies on, is when you're really struggling on finding that time for yourself, one of the things you can do is just take an assessment of your time. You already mentioned, your time is your most valuable asset.
Yes.
Right? So just take an assessment, write down the time that you typically wake up to the time that you typically go to sleep, and then you're going to fill in all your non-negotiables. So that's your work schedule, whatever's going on with your kids, if you have kids, whatever that you just can't get around. You're going to put that in your schedule. And then throughout the day, for each hour of the day, you're going to dock what you've been doing for those hours. Now, naturally, you're going to be like, wow, I actually have more time than what I thought. And you're going to want to do the things, but just hold off. And then that following Sunday, plan your week ahead and do something that you haven't done before. And that's put in personal care. So for me, that looks like getting up an hour before my kids. I know oftentimes we end up staying up late because I was finishing my master's, working full time and raising 3 girls by myself. So while running a business. So I know what it's like not to feel like you have the time, but we always have the time. You look at successful people and you say, dang, how are they so successful? How did they get there? We all share the same space. We all share the same amount of time. It's what you do in that time that matters. And one thing successful people do very well is they value their time and they make time for themselves so that they can pour into other people more, whether that's your place of business, whether that's your children, or whether that's, communicating and networking with other people to grow your success.
It's so true.
So good. What you thinking?
Really similar. There was a time earlier this year, ever since since high school, college, getting into my career, where I ended up sick early this year, super sick. unexplainable, weird symptoms I had never had. And at that time, I was like in a relationship, not really feeling convicted about it, working full-time, a full-time job, and just through some crazy, crazy, huge campaigns, which I'm so thankful for.
Right.
But at the end, I just had like a shake.
Yeah.
I could not sleep, all of that stuff. And so similar, like actually my parents suggested exactly what you just suggested, to take a time budget. What are you doing from the time you wake up to the time that you go to sleep? And so that helped a lot, helped me find like, you know what, I'm doing all this work, but it's not like it's like the 20/80. It's like all this work, but it's not contributing to me or to my goals. And so that's when I had to move my life around a little bit. And now I'm kind of, again, like learning like what I want out of life and where I want to be in the future. And then also now I have like my top 3 most important things to me.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, which is like my spiritual life. So I want to like feed in, connect to God daily.
Right.
Physical. I want to make sure that I get some type of movement or exercise. And then for me, it's like my nutrition. I take my vitamins now. I even told Austin, I was like, Austin, we're going to be busy today. Remind me to take my vitamins. And he told me, and so that's, I know like once my physical health and like spiritual mental is right, then I can go on and be the best for Kona Rise. And I can be like the nicest to Austin. And so that helped a lot. Another thing that helps, because like women, we have hormones. I think that's why guys are like, just tell us what you want. Like, what do you want? And I'm like, I don't know what I want.
Please.
So this is another advice, like to your tribe, is learn how female hormones work. And there's some books in the flow, beyond the pill, that tell you like, oh, this week your hormone levels are high. During this week, your left brain and your right brain are most similar. So now's a good time to make decisions. Eat these foods because you may be deficient in these certain vitamins. So as a woman, like get to know your hormones. It helps a lot.
That's great.
And it'll help your boyfriend or your boo out. Like, because then they'll know like, oh, she may be in a mood today because of this. Or she's going to be super open and she's going to want affection. So it's so helpful. Because women and men are so different.
We are.
So different.
We really are.
Because of hormones. Like,
we
once
are.
you learn, you know.
But men are moody too, though. I mean, it's like we may not be as moody, but we are moody.
Yeah, y'all have cycles.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
Y'all do.
You know, yeah, I mean, because it's like, for example, we've been shooting. I may not want to be all up, talking to the boo when I get done shooting. I just want to shut up, watch sports, and don't say nothing. And so I think men, we have it as well, which again, how do we have those hard conversations? How do we say, okay, how do we learn each other up front so that way we know, okay, this may not be a good time for this conversation, or for him, okay, he just got done working, he just got off this long trip, boom, 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 boom. One of the guys said, don't expect a man to get you when you don't have a handle on yourself. He was like, get a handle, or at least have a better handle on yourself than what you expect from the man. And so one of the questions I put in here to ask, again, just how do you start the conversation going is there a hobby you used to have that you'd like to pick back up? If so, what's holding you back from pursuing it? Like, just ask, simple question. What are some hobbies that you actually like doing? And if you stopped it, well, why? And then you'll start understanding. It just creates an easy conversation to go in there and to just start, and it will open it up from there. I don't want the conversations to be so hard because we make them hard. I want the conversations to be easy. Not saying they're going to be easy, but I want it to be at least to where we can get in there and start having the hard conversations. In that PDF, I'm talking about how do we talk about stance on sex, the stance on your spiritual walk, because those are important questions to ask and to have. I get in there and we talk about a whole bunch of money stuff, because ladies, y'all want to know how much do you make? Y'all want to know the credit score. Y'all want to know, are you taking me on a $50 budget like Anthony O'Neill teaches? Y'all want to know, and it's like, I was on Clubhouse one day, Raquel, and this one lady said, well, Ask him what kind of car he drives. Well, if you ask me what kind of car I drive, that's already a red flag.
Right.
No.
That's not even gonna work because I had my Audi.
Right.
And I was paying $800 a month for that. And now I have a Nissan. And now I have a Nissan Rogue that I own outright.
Right.
But what my portfolio looked like when I owned an Audi, and what my portfolio looks like owning a Nissan Rogue, baby.
That's why I created this PDF, this little mini ebook to where it really help get to that answer.
Mm-hmm.
Like without being too intrusive, but allowing the partner, allowing him to really walk you through that whole process. And this is gonna give you the answers that you want, but then also it's gonna help you reveal their character, their integrity, their values, their mission, and everything that they really have. So, man, thank y'all for chilling with me today.
Yeah.
You're
Thank
really
you.
good. Appreciate it.
This was good.
This was really, really, really good. And this is just a sneak peek
Costco snack.
into the singles panel. And listen, this mini ebook is 100% for free. Just text relationships to 615-930-3431. I mean, I go through the do's and the don'ts of how to have the hard conversation. I list out 20 questions, 20 scenarios of what guys were saying. Hey, this is what I really want ladies to understand. And up underneath each one of those scenarios, I give you questions on how to start the hard conversation to where both of you all can have the conversation. And here are some real red flags that you should be looking out when it comes to the brother. And so it's free. Rebecca helped me put it together. My team helped me put it together. I promise you, you'll love it. And what?
I'm so mad.
Fine.
What?
You want to hear what I was going to say?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's going to be a dope game for couples.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's going to be an amazing. I don't know if you thought about that, but that would be an amazing
Make it
game.
a date night.
Yeah, heck yeah.
It's a date night conversation.
That's awesome.
I just know, I remember me, man. Like, how do I have this conversation? Or ladies would straight up offend me by some of their questions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, you could have asked me that a little bit differently. Because men are prideful. One.
Yeah.
Two, don't push us into the corner. Feel like we are still the man, and make us feel like you really want to learn us because you want us to work.
Yeah.
Don't make me feel like you're asking me this question because they say he's in or he's out. Like, it should be, how do we progress? And these questions make it easier to progress. So it's a great date night. And, live accordingly to your spiritual walk. I don't want you making any babies from this PDF, because his responses may turn you on. You may be like, ooh. Live that Christian walk. Walk that Christian walk. Don't be like Austin and, you know what I'm saying? Austin's like, I got two of them, I'm
Testing the waters. That was 18-year-old me. I've grown a lot.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't grown that much. He's only 21.
I've grown a lot. Don't let Anthony fool you. I've grown a lot.
Hey, listen.
Y'all getting them DMs, girl. Y'all getting them DMs.
I mean, my tribe is a whole lot older than him. You know what I'm saying? He may have some 30-year-olds in his DM. Like,
That's
yo,
fine.
I'm a grown. See, look at him.
She can cook.
He's like, I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? I'm young. I got that energy.